I also grab my Discord right here. Stream pings, I am live. What is here now? Larry? Okay. Mute this. Well, the server gets so many new channels all the time. If I make this bigger, I can make that a little smaller. This is where I can test the bot. Beta testing. There you go. I'm gonna need my file station, the container manager, and I believe that's it. That's all I need. Also check my hyper backup because it seems my live edits. My live bot hasn't been backed up correctly because Discord bot isn't called Discord bot anymore. It's called Digibot Live. Oops. It's not what I need to select it before doing anything. Then we can hit back up on that one. Then we got the beta container right here. It's been up for 2 days. Seems it's been resumed. Also a new member, Chloe Bishop, welcome. Also Crew Zone, welcome to the Discord. We're connecting everything just as it's supposed to be. Loading all the cogs. So as far as functionality, the bot is up and working. Let's double check that. So if bot is up and working / profile should work, which it does, perfect. Now let me check my change logs. So I've added the profile command already. I fixed the item names. More optimized and recognized instantly. I did that. Also spam status is correct. Now we gotta work on all this stuff here. So I guess here we go. Also for monitoring, let me grab my phone. Open up. There you go. Just like so. I can also mute this stream because I don't need to be hearing that. So, seems like we're all ready to get started on some work. Let me find. What am I working on next? Right, the profiles tab. That's gonna be in economy, right here. And yes, I am using AI to generate this. So this is all AI generated. I did none of this code. Also, I see this phone stream is showing it a little bit weird. I apologize for anybody on the phone stream, but right. So let's add the economy cog to the chat here. And let's see what exactly we're working on. So I think I was working on the commands part of the profile. So the wallet and bank is working. Let me also go to my Discord app, developer portal, to the Digibot beta. We need emojis. So these are all the emojis that I'm using. We got the fox spin, lucky boxes, a green circle because the green dot is a little too big, bank and wallet because the bank and wallet emojis from Discord, I don't really like them. If we go to balance, the wallet isn't my favorite. It's just a pouch. The bank is fine, but wallet is my favorite. So, anyways, let's see what we can do about the commands part. Let's see, prompting. Let's take a look at the commands cooldowns for the / profile commands. Add the rights to cooldowns / ready timers to a separate let's see, a separate, how do we say, null field, with no title, but helps with separating them and spacing them equally. So Daily and Rob. Daily and Rob ready timers could be in a separate field next to the hourly and weekly ready timers. So it's gonna read through the entire file now. The entire folder actually, because this folder is huge. We got Digibot beta. We got PyTests, Venv. These are just runtimes, so these are not very important. And then we got the scripts. That's where all the magic is happening. So we got all of these Python files to run the bot, and then we got the cogs for all the commands. So we got bank, any banking system, deposit, withdraw, shit like that. We got the economy, all the gamble commands. So we got gamble, duels and shit like that. Help pages is for the /help. Import PyTest is to import all of our cogs, all of our sources. Moderators for all the moderator commands, which I'm working on removing all the moderator commands, moving it to a separate web-based interface, but we'll get to that when it gets to it. Spam block is to count everything, so my chat counter. So if you're active in the Discord community, you have a chance of getting rewards based on your chats. And also spamming is not allowed. And then we got test consume, that's to test all consumables. So I also got to work on test consume later for the Fox Bankers ledger. So we see here it added 17 lines and removed 15 lines from the economy cog, as well as added 1 line and removed 2 lines. I'm guessing this is going to be up here somewhere. So here we see everything that it's changed. So we're changing serialized. Where are we changing serialized again? Yeah, okay, no, this is fine. Normalize length, that's fine. Reject disabled state on original message and announce claimer. Oh, that's for the lucky box. Not exactly what I wanted to do. Profile cog, economy cog. This file is not displayed in the text editor because it's in a directory. Oh my god. Oh Jesus Christ. Interest. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense because scripts is what holds cogs, which is what holds economy. So we've got inventory cooldowns per item availability. Role 1 is wallet and bank. Inventory and item cooldowns, and in row 3, hourly, weekly, blank title, daily, and Rob. And row 4 plus is messages, spam status, etc. So it seems it's changed a lot more than just these 17 lines that it says. It's changed 464 lines, or added 464 lines and removed 363. We're also gonna have some edits down here, which I'm guessing is where the economy cog starts, and that's where the tickers get initialized. And this is the no, this is still the cog. Okay. That's where all the fields get initialized. So we're gonna go ahead and keep that, which applies all the edits to the economy cog. And I can go into here, into my NAS, go into Docker Beta, scripts cogs, which is where the economy is. I'm in a folder with economy already. I'll reload that just to apply the changes, and then I can yeet that onto my NAS, and then restart Digibot beta, which is going to send a message in bot fun. saying going offline, and then as soon as it back online, it's gonna send a message saying going back online. Something's happening outside. Oh well. And then as soon as it says back online, we can go ahead and test the profile command. So it's online right here. It's gonna initialize all the cogs, and then eventually back online. There you go. So in beta testing, we can do profile. See if it's changed what I wanted it to change. Not quite. Okay. Interesting. So basically what it did here is move the commands next to the cooldowns for the inventory, which is not exactly what I wanted. I want commands to be underneath inventory, and then daily and Rob to be next to them on the right, and then messages and spam status, which is fine. So we're gonna tell it exactly what I say. This is not exactly what I was looking for. The profile command embed should look something like this. And then in brackets, we're gonna explain that these are equal to new fields. So we're gonna have wallet, and then bank, inventory, and then how do I call these? Cooldown. And then we're gonna have commands, and then we're gonna have the blank field. And we're gonna have messages and spam status. Gonna have inventory cooldown. This all makes sense. And then we're gonna have hourly, daily, weekly, and Rob. Let's see how it understands this. It's gonna be working on that for now. Gonna think about what I told it. It's gonna run it through its neural network and chance of probability. And then it's going to apply changes as the next probable based on its known database. So it's got a database that it's going to scan through, checking what I'm asking, converting that into a language that he can understand, and then based on probability, put in outputs that is most likely to created 3 to-dos. That is most likely to be what I'm looking for, I guess. Gonna bet explanation, but AI is really difficult to explain. Either way, it's reading the economy pod.py file, as you can see here, 188 to 360. That's going to be all the way up here. So it's going to read all these lines here. And it also read line 2424 to 2558, which is all the way down here, which is most likely where the cog gets initialized or unloaded. So loaded and then status check, and it gets unloaded. There's the left items hourly, weekly, right items are weekly and Rob, but it didn't quite put them on the correct line. It's put inventory cooldowns commands in one line, so it's not exactly what I was looking for, but that's fine. Let's get Kimmy in here. Coding stream up. And yes, I know the camera is a little bit cold. It's a little bit blue on the blue side, but that's because of the lighting. I don't have this lighting set up for daytime streams, I guess. So we can see now it added 32 lines and it removed 26. So it's embedded. It's adding fields, the commands, and then the blank one. And doing that, it's created a lot of syntax errors, which is all the yellow things, and that's why this economy tab turned red for a second there, but then it fixed itself. Let's check for syntax errors and see it's red again. And we have our syntax checks right here. It says it's done, but we have syntax checks, meaning problems we have awaits is allowed only within an async function, meaning this is not inside of the async function that happens never. Static check pass, no errors is not quite true. Check for the syntax errors, and correct indentations. So it's gonna work on that. It's gonna check all of that. It's gonna check the whole file and probably send a command to the terminal right here, and then it can read the output of the terminal, which is gonna tell the bot or the AI, the copilot, where exactly the error is happening, and then it's gonna be able to, based on probability, fix it. It's really fascinating what AI can do these days, but it is a lot of work, especially moving to a SQLite based database, which is exactly what we're doing in data right here, ditbot.db. Open anyways using, oh, I don't have it, default editor. No, I need to install extensions, SQLite. So we're going to install SQLite, trust publisher install, and also SQLite viewer, which allows us to read the SQLite's database. Meaning, open anyways with SQLite viewer, and there's our SQL file. There's our SQLite database. So at the moment, everything's on one line. As you can see here, that's all our data in one line. So we're gonna have to work on that as well. And our economy cog is still on red. So it hasn't found the issues yet. The 76 problems here is probably because of imports and exports. And see, now it's fixed it. So it's checked economy, no problems found. So it's realigned all the indentations that were failed earlier. So now if we keep this, go back into our folder, refresh that to get the most recent edits, grab economy, move it back into our cogs file on the NAS, and then hit restart on the bot. And it's that easy. Simple as that. Hell yeah, just got home. Let's go, Kimmy. Good shit. Alright, so beta's going back offline. We're gonna wait for that to start up again. Once it's started, we can test the profile commands. And it's back online, so we're gonna go back into beta testing, check the profile. It seems it hasn't loaded, so let's find Ditchbot beta. It looks like we have one of our cogs didn't. I'm guessing economy cog didn't load correctly. So let's check the logs. Go into beta logs, and as we can see here, cogs economy not loaded. Extension raised an error, indentation error on line 2484. You can copy this, go back into Visual Studio, paste this in here, and then before anything happens, I'm gonna go ahead and check 2484 myself, and that's right here. So this indentation is unexpected, meaning the cog cannot be loaded. And I can check on quick fix, and it's gonna think about it, and it's gonna generate an edit, and we can test it like this. by having the quick fix actually try to fix it and hit accept, and then try to reload that. And if that didn't work, we can send the error code into our whatchamacallit. Oops, I didn't grab it. There it is. We can yeet the error code into our Visual Studio Pro coder. For now though, we're gonna wait for this to restart. It says it's going offline right there. As soon as it's back online, we're gonna check in the logs to make sure our economy cog has loaded. It is back online, so let's check the logs. It seems it's still not loading. Let's double check the let's double check that. If I go to profile, it is still not loading, meaning it still has a indentation on the same line. So we're gonna go in here, paste that in here. It's gonna be on this line instead now because we moved this. So we're gonna let this take a look at the bigger picture, which is gonna allow the Copilot, the GitHub Copilot, to analyze it on a larger scale. Because at the moment it was just looking at this line and what's inside of this line, and then trying to re-indent the whatever's inside of this try syntax. So what this Copilot can do now is it's going to read all of it. So 2468 to fit 2502, and then 2408 to 2560. It's going to read all of these lines and then try to fix it on a bigger picture, rather than just looking at what's inside of this function. Or at least that's the goal. Let me fix my Streamlabs. There you go. Can move that back down a little bit. There you go. Now I can see the whole preview. Make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. This boy is still working on it, so let's see how this goes. Later today, my girlfriend is going to be back home and doing online school, meaning she's going to be right next to me. So I won't be able to be on stream anymore, unfortunately, because she has to concentrate on school. Which is great, we support it, but I'm gonna have to do it offline. Probably not gonna be doing coding stream or coding offline. Probably gonna be doing stream building. But we'll see how it goes. So you see right there, it just moved all the indentations back to so it's inside of the function up here, because the profile function didn't have this inside of it, and then it tried to run all this before running the profile command, meaning it had unexpected values that Python didn't expect or didn't see coming, and that's why the economy cog wasn't able to load correctly. So we're going to yeet that back into our economy cogs, restart the bot. It's going to go offline here again, going offline. And then once that happens, it's no longer trying to load the economy or the profile section outside of the cog, making the cog fail. It's going to load the economy or the profile section inside of the profile commands, making it load after the economy cog, meaning the economy cog should have there you go, should have a successful load. So it loaded it correctly or successfully. Now we can go back into beta testing. Check the profile, what it did, and that's not exactly what I meant. Okay, so let's try that again. So what we want is we want wallet bank at the top. Makes sense. Now I want inventory with all the items listed that the user owns, and then the cooldowns for each item if an item has a cooldown. So the Crown of Foxes, it doesn't have a cooldown because it's going to have a random drip, which also I'm going to have to fix the random dripping. But the Crown of Foxes is going to have a random drip, meaning it's not having a cooldown. But say the Mystic Potion, the 4 Potion Luck, it does have a cooldown of, I want to say 24 hours. Or no, it's 3 hours, I think. Potion Luck is 3 hours. So if you use it, this cooldown right here should reset. So if I go to consume, nope, that's the wrong consume. I can delete that message because I'm not doing that on live bot, I'm doing that on beta bot. So consume on beta bot, and it's gonna recognize that I have the golden feather and a mystic potion. I don't own the pebble, so I can't consume the pebble. But if I consume the potion, look here, which will have, oh, this interaction failed. Interesting. We're gonna have to take a look at that as well. But it's on cooldown, so it succeeded. Just it didn't know what to respond with. Meaning, if I do profile again, we can see Mystic Potion has a cooldown of 3 hours. And the cool thing about these pill cooldowns that Discord has that integrated, that it counts down client side rather than server side, meaning I can. This is updated in real time. So if I if I hover over this, I can see its cooldown is going to reset on Friday, September 19th, which is today, at 2:29 p.m., which is in 3 hours, exactly 3 hours from today, from right now. So that's the cool thing about the Discord pills, but I still want these commands to have hourly and weekly underneath it, and daily and rob on a right side. So we're gonna work on that next. So we're gonna tell the copilot, we're gonna say, that's not what I meant. Hourly, weekly should be under the cooldown or commands field, and daily and rob should be in a separate field together on the right of the commands field. The commands field should be underneath the items or inventory field, not next to the cooldowns for the fucking hell, for the, I can't type, items. Let's see if it understands that. It's gonna think about it. It's gonna work. It's gonna analyze my prompt. It's gonna make it to a readable source for him, and attempt to apply based on highest probability these edits to the code, which is currently roughly 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9,453 lines of code for the economy cog, which is crazy to me. But we are moving from a JSON file database to a SQLite file or based database, which means it's going to need a lot more helpers and a lot more variables. There you go. So we added 17 lines and removed 27 lines. So all these fields have been removed in attempts to generate what our request is. So now it's created all these, and it's gonna work again. It's gonna think about what it's done, and it's gonna either generate more edits, which is right there, plus 17 minus 25. So it re-edited all this. And there you go. What's good, Positive? How you doing? You are here. How are you, Positive? Pill hourly, pill daily, pill weekly, pill raw. Perfect. Let's see if it added this into a separate field like it did earlier, or maybe if it added it to the previous fields, which is exactly what I wanted it to do. So we're gonna restart this. So much pain, Positive. What you do? Oh, why are you in so much pain? Shit, going back offline. I'm gonna wait for it to go back online and hope it doesn't fail to load the cog. So I'm gonna wait for this to go online. It's your body, you need a new one. F, dude. What you do to your body. So cogs, economy cog loaded successfully. That's what we wanted. I'm gonna do beta testing here. I'm gonna do profile. and hope it's gonna do what I expect it to do. Yes, almost. Okay, so this is perfect, meaning if I do /hourly on the beta bot, it's gonna maybe. Okay, so it rewarded me 2,400 points for hourly, which is quite a lot actually. And if I go to profile again here, hourly is in an hour. Perfect. Now I just need to move messages back down because it's not supposed to be next to this empty field. So let's see what we can do here. Perfect. Now let's move. Now let's fucking hell. I can't type, dude. Let's move the message counter field one down. So it's next to the spam status field. Is there anything else that we need to edit on the profile command? Maybe okay, so maybe we should add. Actually, no, this is fine. So hourly isn't. No. How do I do it on the cooldowns? What was this? I see, okay. Just sort inventory items so the items without a cooldown is at the top and the ones with a cooldown is at the bottom. I could. So, what you're saying is, since Mystic Potion has been used and is available after in 3 hours, it should be at the bottom. And anything that's available, like the Fortune Pouch, Foxfire Lantern, the Charm, and the Feather, should be listed at the top of the inventory section. I could do that. Yeah, no, kinda. Elaborate. I'm confused. What exactly are you talking about? Items that are passive are shown at the top. I see. Okay. Thing is, all of these items have at least 2 effects, some being passive, some being active. So I wouldn't know exactly how I would sort them. I was thinking also about when making items or when optimizing items, if I should just remove all effects so that each item only has 1 effect. Like the items that are passive are shown at the top. Oh, I think I just read that earlier. Oops. So that each item only has 1 effect to make it a little bit easier to understand each item and to make them a little more balanced because they seem a little bit overpowered at the moment. Except for the dice of doubles because I like the idea of Snake Eyes being bad and anything with double rolls are being good. Items that show as cooldown are below the ones without. Okay, so basically what you're talking about is anything with a green dot that has a item available or an effect available is at the top, which doesn't make sense because the Foxfire Lantern has a green has a cooldown technically, but it's a passive. So the Foxfire Lantern, it basically Foxfire Lantern, it refunds 5% of a gamble loss every 24 hours, I believe, if I remember correctly. So this is technically a passive ability, but it's available because I haven't lost a gamble in the last 24 hours. You're talking about the biscuit? What about the biscuit? The biscuit doesn't have an active or... Show me what you mean. No, so the biscuit doesn't have any abilities. So basically what you're saying. Yeah, it doesn't have a green dot because there is no ability. It doesn't have a cooldown, if I remember correctly. Now, to be fair, I haven't studied any of these items in a minute. So let's check the biscuit. Oh, okay. You gain 1 to 2% of Foxy points when using daily. Without a dot, go at the top. Okay, interesting. So no green dot, cooldown. Send a fun message delivered daily. Okay. Okay. I see what you're getting at. Comes from miscommunicating opponents. Okay. That's perfect. So let's see how we can integrate this into this prompt here. So let's sort all items in the profile command as follows. At the top of the inventory field, add all items that do not have an active cooldown. Anything without a green dot. Circle emoji. Below the items without cooldowns, add all items with available effects. So any item with a green dot. Circle. Below this, at the bottom of the inventory field, add all remaining. Have to gentle parent your child into a simple task. That is true. AI prompting is very difficult. Add all remaining items that have abilities on cooldown. Let's try that. Let's see what it's gonna think about doing here. So right now it's working. It's thinking about the prompt. Gonna translate it into a language it can understand. And once it can understand it, it's gonna generate based on nearest probability of its neural network or database, neural database. And it's gonna create the edits it sees fit. Which is really cool, because I don't have to do anything. I'm just sitting here prompting it, telling it what to do, and it's gonna think about it and generate the edits and implement it directly into the code. Which is why I have the Digibot beta. This is the folder right here. This is the Digibot beta folder right here, and it's huge. Like all these scripts and venv and caches and databases and tests and all the other scripts. That is kind of OG cool. It is really cool. See all the green lines, the green boxes that it just created? That's the code that it just wrote. It just generated all this, and the red ones is what it could remove. So it added 24 lines and it removed 6 lines, and added 23 lines on its next edit, removed 5. So I'm not doing anything. It's just adding and subtracting code as it sees fit based on nearest probability of what the code understands. And then it's going to tell me exactly what it's doing. This is not technically, it's not GPT. Well, okay, it is GPT. It's GPT-5. It's OpenAI, but this is a Copilot, a version of Copilot. So it's how do you implement it to your coding? Microsoft Visual Studio Code has integrated Copilot abilities. So this is a GitHub. That's the one I was looking for. GitHub Copilot. That it's specialized. They specialized this specific GitHub Copilot on the database of the entire GitHub community or GitHub dependencies, and trained it so it could code. Now, however, as we can see here right now, it's red. So the economy cog is red, meaning there is a error in indentation, which I can see right here. So these red lines means it's an unexpected indentation, which means I can tell it to check for unexpected indentations and fix them. Because if I were to fix this manually, I could risk it to not being able to load the cog correctly, like the issue we had earlier. If I check the logs here, I had a issue earlier that it couldn't load the cog because there was a certain indentation that wasn't expected by Python, because the function was outside of the economy cog itself, which means it was trying to load that section before it was trying to load anything else, which made the whole cog fail. Which is why sometimes economy cogs or economy commands like gamble, profile, or anything else wasn't working, is because the economy cog wasn't loaded. So I'm telling it, it's created two to-dos to check for indentations and then run as a syntax check. So that's what it's doing right now. So it's really weird. It's really fascinating how this shit works. I'll move it behind or away from my camera. See, there is the indentation error, and there's another one down here. For almost 9,500 lines of code. It would have taken me a fucking forever to find this. But that's the cool thing about this Copilot, the integrated Copilot AI, is it can find this type of shit a lot easier. And also it uses a terminal down here sometimes to create syntax checks to make sure the cog is loadable or works as intended, which is really cool. So it's inspecting the problematic region's economy to see the exact indentation and scope issues around the reported issues so we can correct them precisely. So it's checking the entire code. It's reading line 1 to 450 right now. And now it's working to see if anything's if there's any error between line 1 and 450, which there shouldn't be because 450 I believe is still my imports. 600, 450 right here. Oh, there is an indentation error up here where the cog gets loaded. 2 of them. So this is where the commands are getting synced to the guild, I guess. The guild being our server. And now it's reading line 240 to 360 to narrow it down a bit, and then 2500 to 2600 to check our next error, which should be down here somewhere. Work, you unpaid orphan. Yes, Pop, I work. That's exactly what this shit is doing. But well, technically it's not unpaid. I do pay $10 a month for the Copilot AI. That's just to offset, I guess, some of the costs that it takes to generate this much code, because it's a lot of thinking that this AI has to do. And now it's searching. See, now it's telling us exactly what it's searching. So it's searching for class profile, which is our commands, class economy, which is our economy cog, async def profile, which is the definition, the defining points where profile gets defined, and it's searching in scripts cogs economy.py, which is the cog that we're in. But that's for the operator of the AI, not for the AI. That's true. I am not paid for this. Well, technically, I could be paid for this, but I need enough people to actually care about this type of shit. But it's okay. I like doing this in my free time, unpaid, because it's really fascinating. But we have expanded a little, because if we check this, so this is Digibot beta. This is my beta bot. That's what I've been working on this past few weeks. Now, if we take Digibot Live, which is a live bot at the moment that is still running on the JSON file, check scripts and cogs, that's it. From requirements.txt, I don't know if you can see it, from like right here, which is underneath your chat, from right here all the way to up here, that's Digibot Live. That's what the bot is running on right now. And everything underneath all this to all the way down here, that's beta. What kind of loser takes payment for people to gamble? True. That's not a lot. No, the live bot works really efficiently based on JSON data. So JSON data being, if I open a new folder here, in my Discord bot live, we can see under data, JSON is a single file. Dub stream, what's good, Foxy? How you doing? Long time no see. So the data JSON basically is a file that stores all information for a non-database based bot. Now, since I want to move over to a web interface that is also hosted on my NAS, which I have somewhere, I haven't set up the website yet, but it's a work in progress. The web interface cannot read JSON files correctly or efficiently, which means I had to go into the Digibot beta, into the data. I had to create an SQLite Digibot database, meaning it's gonna need a lot more helpers. Thought I'd join this Rocket League stream. Now I'm reading a bunch of code. I did change the category. I changed the category to just chatting and made sure the no, it's just chatting. It should be just chatting. I don't know what you're seeing. You promise? Well, I promise it's just chatting. Maybe it hasn't taken over for you, but I'm not playing Rocket League tonight, unfortunately. Oh, does it say Rocket League for you too? I guess multi-stream fucked it up then. In that case, it's multi-stream's fault, not mine. Thanks, Pause. Nice, dude. Are you playing Rocket League, Foxy? I guess I'll check. He is playing Rocket League. Nice. I'm working on the bot. Give points positive one. Nice. I don't think that works. So it seems to fix the syntax check, or a syntax error, and has created a new one. It's very interesting. Where is this? No problems have been detected. Okay, no, never mind. It's fixed it. It's fixed everything, so no problems found. Spend it wisely. Don't spend it all in one place, positive. You need to have a space between gamble and all. You're joking. Valid. How many points do I have? 1 second. Oh. Well, I had 13,000. Now I have 0. F. Okay. Well, it looks like economy cog's been fixed, so let's go ahead and refresh this. I need to go into the scripts cogs folder here for that. Go on to the Synology NAS and yeet the economy cog. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. The economy cog into the folder and restart the bot. It's as simple as that, boys. Bot's offline. Hydrate. I'm gonna die. That is absolutely true. I don't actually. It's empty. My bottle of iced tea is empty. I'm sorry. I need to grab a bottle of water later. Bot's back online. Okay, cool. So we did changes. Let's check. The whatchamacallit, the fields, the weekly and hourly, as well as sorting the item inventory. Let's see if it did it correctly. So /profile. Perfect. So Crown of Foxes, Biscuit, Dice of Doubles are all at the top. Anything with an available cooldowns next in line, and anything with a used cooldown is underneath. Commands has worked, and 41 minutes hourly is available. Weekly, daily, and raw are available. I've got 22 messages, and my spam status says okay. So, going to the top. You see you? Yeah, it's right here. Mom, you're famous. Absolutely true. So I think profile is so far ready, unless you have anything else. Let's see, update cooldowns tab. I did that, so let me edit this message. So this has been, or X, there you go. Control V. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up here. inventory balance and withdraw. No, inventory balance can be removed since everything is in profile now. Withdraw deposit can show the profile embed with the changes applied. I can do that. Edit inventory needs to be fixed as well. So there you go. There's 1 point has been done. Perfect. Some IRL work you gotta do real quick. No worries, Foxy. I'll go grab some water in the meantime. Don't miss me too much. I always miss you, Foxy. Guess who's back? Back again. Alright. So, I got my bottle. It's not water, I'm sorry, it's syrup, but it's here. It's 1.5 liters, so. There you go. Calendar is no longer shared. Why? Hey, what's good, Possum? So, taking a look at the profile commands, profile, embed. Is there anything else that you would maybe take a look at changing? Because I like wallet and bank being the way that it is at the very top. Inventory being sorted as you told me to. Commands are down here with daily and raw being in a separate field. It's always in line. And messages and spam status being below that. Now I was thinking if you do /deposits, let's say 10k, that instead of the deposit field showing, which deposit and withdraw is taking a long time to go to work again. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. So instead of this thing showing here, I was thinking of showing the profile embed instead of the deposit embed, so that we can use a wallet and bank, as well as cooldowns and messages instead of just this information here. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I might need some opinions on that. Kimmy, what do you think? How should I go about doing this? Not quite sure. Let me change notes. So inventory and balance I can remove now. So let's remove the /inventory and /balance commands as they are. They are no longer needed since they are replaced by Royale High. I'm in the background? Damn, okay. I see how it is. Oh, that's fine. Enjoy your games. Replaced by /profile. Also, let's replace the embed for /withdraw and /deposit to show the /profile embed instead with the applied withdraw or deposit changes applied. add a short one-line description at the top explaining what the user just did. Also adds the invoking user's profile picture similar to the profile command. There you go. That's not wanting to open. Check logs and edit inventory response. I am gonna have to check on that as well. Let me also check why my private calendar is no longer being shared. Calendar. Why? Why is private no longer being shared? Probably because it doesn't have to be. So that's mine. It's mine. Kalender. Okay, interesting. Hey? One second, I'll be right back. Alright, I've returned. It seems like Copilot is still working on that. Opa! I have to go at about 1 o'clock p.m. to go and prepare some french fries. There you go. Wonder why the notifications aren't showing up when my girlfriend texts me. There you go, I've opened WhatsApp. Maybe it works now. Right, so profile, or not profile, bank, or deposit and withdraw are inside of the banking, which I can't seem to find. Where is bank? .env, OpenAI, pip3, API config, data, didbot, scripts, cogs, bank. It's right next to economy, of course. There it is. Now the bank cog is 175 lines, so it's a lot shorter than the economy cog. A lot easier to read. Now we got our imports here, our class commands, the cog being defined. And we got balance and the balance, deposit, withdraw. That's pretty much it. These can be the balance can be replaced by profile. Deposit and withdraw can show the profile embed, which is what it's working on right now. Remove 99 fields in economy, which seems to be maybe the balance or something. Oh, the inventory command, of course. I'm thinking, how do I make consumables easy to access? Do I maybe add consumables to the inventory or to the profile command? Like if the consume is ready, I can add the item or the ability name as a button. That could be a possibility. It's a thought worth thinking about. It says 2 files changed. What files did you change? Oh, it's created a profile embed inside of cogs? Or inside of scripts? No, inside of scripts. Okay, so I see. Green circle emoji is not this. I'm gonna have to fix that again. But good idea that it's created a whole separate cog for the profile embed. Deposit withdrawal now should a profile embed with an action summary. Do they now? They do. Okay, interesting. Green circle emoji, however, is not this. It should be something completely different. Did I define it at the top of this here? Green circle emoji, there it is. Let me copy this and yeet it into the bank here, like so. There you go. No. No. I also want the wallet emoji and the bank emoji to be these. Just like so. Indent it correctly. Keep. Also keep the bank and keep economy. Seems like that worked. So economy, bank, and I'm gonna have to add the, whatchamacallit, the thingamashit, the profile. The bank and economy goes into cogs. And then go back out one into scripts, which is where our profile embed lives. And now we can restart our Digibot beta. Gonna send a message going offline. And then once it's done restarting, I'm gonna move my Discord over just a tad so we can see when it's done restarting. Oops. Oh my goodness. There we go. Been up for 3 seconds. It's back online. Now let's check slash profile. See if this still works and it's got the green circle and the correct emojis, which it does. Balance has been removed. Slash withdraw. Seems like it's not working. Okay, interesting. Let's check logs and see why some of the commands aren't loading. Bank hasn't loaded because no module name scripts. Okay. Let's give this boy... Where's my scripts? So bank didn't load. What is bank trying to import? I can't see anything loading. Trying to load scripts. But we'll check what Mr. Copilot thinks. If Copilot sees anything scripts. So it's read the profile economy or profile embed. Did it try? Maybe it tried to import profile embed into the bank.py, and profile embed is trying to import scripts somewhere, which I can't see either because it's importing Discord time and typing from scripts.cogs.economy, import green circle emoji, wallet emoji, and bank emoji, which is these, which I've defined here again. It's not importing scripts anywhere. Let's see. Starting 1 out of 3, fix import causing no module found error. Bank DPY 1 to 80. Which I don't see any, I don't think anything's trying to import scripts. So I don't know where DigBob Beta's trying to import scripts from, but that's okay. We'll let it think about it. So it's changed something in bank. It's removed balance. Like I wanted it to, true. Scripts.profile embed. Interesting. Okay. Well, balance isn't needed anymore technically because profile exists, so that is correct. That is what I wanted it to do. It also changed profile embeds to import green circle emoji from cogs.economy instead of scripts.cogs.economy. So we're gonna keep profile embed and bank, meaning profile embed is in here, which has to go and replace profile embed right here, which on my NAS it automatically replaces rather than adds. And I'm gonna go into economy. We're gonna grab bank.py, and I believe that's all I should need to have to edit. And I'm gonna restart it. Backup is still running in the background. I wonder why. Remaining item 0, so it's probably just finishing up. And there it is. So the bot should have sent a message saying going offline, which it did. And then the bot is back up. It's online again. Now it's just initializing all the cogs, reading through, and it's back online, just like so. And let's check if withdraw is back. Withdraw 10k. Gonna think about it, and is it gonna send the profile embed, or is it not gonna send the response at all, or is it gonna think about it for a while? There you go. Withdrew 10,000 from the bank. That kind of increased the size of the whole embed, which kind of doesn't really align with what I wanted it to do. Let me think about this. How do I fix this? So it works. So I had 210 in the bank. It now shows 200k and 69k in the wallet, which I had 59 before. So the withdrawal works, and I'm guessing that deposit works also. So deposit 10k. That's 10, but okay. I forgot the k. I'm also gonna have to check why deposit and withdrawal takes so long. But there you go. So it says deposited 10 into the bank. That's 200,010 now. Let me see if maybe I can change this up a bit. So do I just rename the embed? No, that doesn't make sense. Profile digital is fine. Deposited 10. Maybe should I move this line to underneath the wallet here? Perfect. However, it seems the text that user deposited amount to the bank or the withdraw text is too long and makes the embed larger than I would like. So let's shorten the message to @user. No, not even @user, to deposited amount or withdrew amount, and send and place this line underneath the first two fields, so it would show wallet, bank, withdrew, or no, first would be the balance. It would also have the brackets. There you go, balance, and then withdrew amount or deposited amount. There you go. Let's see if it understands what I'm trying to tell it. I'm just avoiding blocking the event loop. I'm also gonna have to see why withdraw and deposit take so long, because at the moment they're taking hours. Takes a while. Starting 2 out of 3 remove balance command. Balance still in here? No, balance is not there anymore, but okay. It's added the profile embed. Perfect. What are we changing in bank? Deposited, okay. Perfect. And then down here it's gonna be withdrew. So I'm gonna keep bank and profile embed. So bank goes in here, and then in scripts we're gonna yeet the profile embed, which is right here. Go into Digibot beta and hit the restart. BetaBot is back online. There you go. So let's check profile again. Profile works. Withdraw 10. Gonna take a minute. Yes. Almost. Okay, interesting. And then deposits, no, slash deposits 10. Gonna be the same concept. It's gonna take them fucking years to execute. Gonna have to take a look at that as well. But it's the same concept. Okay, it's a little hard to recognize the deposited and withdrew text. So let's move this back to the top. Keep the simple line without saying simple line saying withdrew amount or deposited amount, but maybe make the amount bold text using the 2 stars. And underline no, let's not underline it. Let's also check out why deposit and withdraw take so long to execute. They are recognized immediately to work around the Discord EC, but it still takes too long to execute the command. The live bot does this instantly. There you go. Let's hope it doesn't change live bot, because I really don't feel like going through the entire live bot again. Speaking of live bot, let me go back into Docker and replace the digbot web with the web that I have in here. So script's gonna be documents discord bot digbot web, and I'm just gonna eat that in here. I'm gonna have to figure out how to actually host that separately. That's something for another day. At the moment, I'm working on this. Where's my Discord? There it is. It's better than having this huge embed going on that's just wide and shit. Perfect. Rating utils. Why is it reading utils? Where is utils? Utils, parse utils, debug utils. Utils right here. Can I move utils? Can. Move it next to all my other shits that I have open. Bank economy profile, help pages, there you go. Utils can live right there, in case I need it. Action line. So it's called description, not action line. Gonna move the deposited into the action line instead, and format points parsed is going to be bolded. But I feel like double stars, isn't that italic? Oh no, double stars is not italic. What is singles? Oh, single star is italic. Okay, I get it. What are we changing in utils though? Deferred the database persistence to the background worker to avoid blocking the caller. Interesting. Best effort in background non-blocking for callers. I see. Okay, so the database saving is going to be moved to the background as far as I understood, rather than have it happening immediately, which would make saving or executing a little faster since it's not being saved while executing. It's going to execute and then save, which makes sense. Which also makes sense why the livebot does it correctly, because livebot is saving to JSON, which happens after the fact that the command's been executed. There you go. So it seems like it worked. It's doing its things. I can exit out of DSX. I don't need that. Perfect. So we're gonna keep utils. We're gonna keep bank. So bank and util is gonna be changed. Bank is gonna be in the cogs. Util is gonna be in scripts. So I'm gonna go ahead and change bank. Eat that into here. And utils is in scripts. Somewhere. There it is. Be done here. Perfect. So now I can restart the Digibot beta. Keep in mind, while we're doing all this work, LiveBot is available. If you want to join, you can do !disc gambledisc. Join in here and then try out the LiveBot in BotFun. There you go, we're back online. Let's check /withdraw 10. Oh, that's LiveBot /withdraw. Perfect. /withdraw. Let's do 100k. Perfect. Withdrew 100k. /deposits 100k. Amazing. Okay. So withdraw and deposit are recognized immediately and acknowledged immediately. It's cleaned up. Profile command is working as it's supposed to be. Meaning, I believe profile command is ready to go. However, let's see if all these spaces are necessary. Perfect. The profile embed looks awesome, but there is a lot of space between the fields. Is there a way to make the embed a little more compact by removing the space between the vertical is up and down, right? Vertical fields. Let's see what it does with this. Worst case scenario, we can just Control Z. Undo. It's my best friend. And then we're gonna have to get into items, which is something that I'm not looking forward to. I've gotta be completely honest with you. I'm not looking forward to items. And I think setting up the web interface is going to be one of the last steps. Although I am working on everything based on change notes, so inventory balance can be removed. I can actually edit that as completed. There you go. Check logs, fix the edit inventory response, which is something I am still working on. There you go. Check logs if you want. So I've been doing some work. Added one to do. Let's see why there's too much space in the profile embed. Because it looks fine. It looks perfect. It looks really cool. There's a little too much room though. I've got to be honest with you. Between wallet inventory, like this room right here, this one and this one, I feel like it's a little too much. Complete the inventory cooldown row compactly before starting commands. Inline true. Okay, I see. A commands field to have a tiny bit more row heights. Let's figure out what you changed on profile embeds first before we change anything else. Which should be in cogs. No, profile embed is in right here. Where is it? Profile embed. There it is. Yeet that into scripts and restart the bot. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's wait for bot to go back online. Sent me a photo of what? Oh, of her. Okay. She's getting on the bus. Here soon, Billy home at 11 past 1. Okay. So at about 1, I'm gonna yeet some french fries into the oven. Alright, let's check the profile commands. Profile. See how it's changed. It's changed absolutely nothing. Okay, fascinating, interesting. Single commands field, no. Seeing extra vertical gaps between sections while at bank filler. Action line is used by any other call sites. It now occupies a third inline slot on the wallet bank row, which is more compact than pushing it to a new line. For deposit withdrawal, we're using a description at the top, so the action line slots will be a thin filler. No syntax issues were introduced. It's the embed hasn't changed much in height, and we shave some more height without removing any used fields. Oops. Let me add the question mark back in. Still a lot of room between fields here. So let's figure out how it's gonna do it. So it seems it's already done something. Wall emoji, bank emoji, format points. Has it removed the second field? That's not exactly what I wanted it to do. Inline falses. Inventory and cooldown. Not row compactness. I don't want you to compact rows. I want you to compact fucking fields, so it's like tighter vertically, not tighter horizontally. Activity messages status. From 4 rows down to 4 to 5 fields total, depending on action line. Let's figure out what you did here in profile embed. Restart. while this is restarting, let me go ahead and preheat the oven. Alright, I'm back. So it seems bot is back online. Let's check the logs just to make sure all cogs have been loaded. Which they have, which is great. And now let's check the profile and see what changes it made. Absolutely fucking nothing. Oh well, no, that's not true. It's made it a little more compact vertically or horizontally. Sorry, but it's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to compact it vertically. I see what you're doing is to compact the fields. To move the fields on the right closer to the fields on the left. But that's not what I meant. I want to move to make the embed shorter top to bottom, removing the space between embeds above to the embeds below without compromising the structure we have built so far, keeping formatting as we made it. Oh goodness, Lord have mercy on my soul. Oh, I understand now. You want to reduce the vertical spacing between embeds top to bottom height, not merge contact horizontally. Let me revert. Yes. Revert to the original. No, that's not what I meant. It's fine. Okay, never mind. It's gonna do it anyway, so why not? It's fine. Now keep in mind, maybe once the whole reset has happened of 3.0 patch, people won't have as many items as I do now. It's gonna be smaller to begin with anyways, which is good, which is my goal. But at some point people are gonna have a lot of items anyways, so it's gonna grow in size, and I don't want it to be overwhelming in case there is gonna be more items eventually one day, making it not very easy to see, you know what I mean? So let's see what it cooks up on this profile embed here. I was gonna close this door because my window's open. shorten this a little bit so that I can see what the bot is working on, and it seems like it's done already. Should be now noticeably shorter top to bottom while keeping the exact same structure and data organization we built. Perfect. So we're going to fix or replace the profile embed in here. Move a little bit over. Profile embed is right here. Eat this in here and restart the bot. Going offline. Yes, it doesn't look too great with all these messages, but that's okay. That's what testing is here for, right? So it's back online. Let's let it initialize all the cogs. There it is. Beta testing. Let's check profile. See if it's shortened anything. It hasn't. Let's see if withdraw 10K. Okay, so perfect. So the withdraw is a little shorter. I see. Okay, so the withdraw but it's wider now. Interesting. 1 second. Okay. I'm guessing deposit is gonna be the same story. Yep. Okay, same embed. So let's see if I can move spam status back a little bit to the left so it's in line with all the other fields. Okay, Gimme, are you still around? Can you take a look at the embed at the moment and tell me if it's better compact like this or spaced out like this? Like what do you feel is better? You like compact? Okay. That's what I've been gravitating to a bit. So in that case, I'm going to see if I can do /profile, make it match this, because for some reason the profile command doesn't. And then fix the spam status, the OK here, to make it in line. Okay. Profile embed is great. For the withdraw and deposit commands. However, the /profile command doesn't apply the changes we have done so far. And we make sure this happens. Also, the spam status field is slightly offset. And we make sure this is back in line with the other fields. Changes to reduce bottom to high. Shorten field names to reduce padding. Wallet is now just the emoji. It is. Okay, interesting. Inventory cooldown. So it just removed all the bolds, which it doesn't seem it did. But I dig wallet and bank just being the emojis. Honestly, I kind of dig that. So it looks like it wasn't importing, or economy wasn't importing the profile correctly. profile embed, build profile embed. There you go. And now for the /profile command, it's gonna add. Uh-oh. Oh no. Why did it not completely finish the shop view? Let's check /shop. Yep. Bad request, invalid from body in data component 0. 0 options, this field is required. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fix the /shop. Do I have anything about the shop in my notes? Guiding light, profile, picture for more specific commands for like deposit, withdraw. Box banker is still not working. Raffle giveaway auto starts. Tax system. Rob cooldown is 3 or 4 hours instead of 6 hours. Dice of doubles. Beta testing channels to open soon. Reinforce lucky box messages. Deletion after events. Let's edit this message to add fix the shop command. It seems shop view has been removed. Which happens sometimes for this bot with the AI. Happens, it can. It's unfortunate, it's annoying, but oh well. We removed the entire shop or profile command from the economy, which is good because we just need to embed the build profile embed. And we're gonna keep the profile embed and the economy. Meaning we're gonna need profile embed from the scripts, and we're gonna enter the cogs, and we're gonna need economy from the cogs, and now we can restart the bot. One more time. Going offline. Just perfect. Bot beta is back online. There you go. Now let's check /profile. Okay, it's not compact. Let's do withdraw 10k. Withdraw is compact. Okay. For some reason. Oops. 10k. For some reason, the profile command is still not, but the spam status is inline now, so that's great. And if I do /hourly on the beta bot, gonna give me an hourly, and then if I do profile again, gonna be on a cooldown. Perfect. The /profile commands still doesn't seem to apply the compact embed we built earlier. Can you check why and fix it, please? Always add please, because AI someday is gonna overtake the world, and if you've been polite to it, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna spare your life. 100%. That's exactly what's gonna happen. By the way, I got a new mouse mat. It's 1.20 m wide and 60 centimeters tall. It's really cool. It's got snakes and skulls on it. It's like, one second, maybe I can show it. It's really neat. So I got black, like here, and we got skulls and snakes over here. It's really neat. Anyways, I had to show it off. Also, what happened to Foxy? Foxy left. He just never returns. Funky shit. Anyways, let me check economy and see why. This profile is still being executed in here. Use shared profile embed builder, embed profile, and finalize. Okay, interesting. Profile command should now display the same compact, well-aligned embed that you see with deposit and withdraw. Perfect. Which means we're gonna change economy, and that's pretty much it. Which is a cog. And grab the economy cog in here and restart the bot. And hopefully we're gonna see our desired changes as soon as this bot comes back online. So bot is back online. Let's let it load the cogs. And there we go. So if I do select profile in here, profile raise an exception. A name error, name build profile embed is not defined. Interesting. But withdraw 10k is defined. Okay, and then deposits 10k is also defined, I'm guessing. Perfect. Withdraw and deposits are working. However, profile returns the following error. Let's see how it's handled this. For profile embed, import build profile embed. But it didn't import the profile. Oh, because bank had profile embeds imported. Economy never had profile embed imported. That makes sense. Add a fallback import to the exception block. Runtime fallback catches import failures and retries. Graceful degradation shows a helpful error instead of crashing. Some compact embed as deposit. Same compact embed as. Okay, perfect. So let's fix the economy cog. Eat the economy in here and then restart bot. And then hope for this to work as intended. Some car driving by. Bot's online. And bot is initialized. So let's check profile. Beautiful. Okay. Profile command is ready to go. Let me check my change notes, make sure I already fixed it. Okay. Or updated it apparently. Rather. I think that's what I'm gonna be doing for today. So that's it for coding stream this morning. Because this afternoon my girlfriend's gonna be home and I can't code or stream because she's gonna be in the same office as me. Meaning the edit inventory, 24-hour refunds, banker ledger, oh, that's gonna have to wait for next time. I'm gonna build stream a little bit, make some layouts and shit, and then once I'm done with that I might continue working on bot, but for now I think bot is good where it's at. I don't think it's ready for beta rolls though, for beta testing. So I'm gonna wait on releasing beta testing for now until I've fixed at least items, edit inventory, and gamble commands. And shop, of course. I'm gonna have to update or fix the shop command as well. Once all that is done, I might be able to release beta testing. So, until then, thank you so much for joining me, Positive, Foxy, anyone else who decided to show up. I might be back for some more coding some other time. But for now, coding stream is going to be coming to an end. Thank you so much for being here. Bye. Positive. See ya. Thank you. Thank you very much. You too.